Welcome back. Week 12, Marathon Freedom Investor. Uh, Marathon Freedom Investors. Welcome back, week 12. Remember, YouTube is for entertaining purposes. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not here to sell you guys anything or make you subscribe to any subscriptions. Um, I am here on YouTube to document my journey. If I make mistakes, take my bad and don't do it. If I do good and I look up on something, hey, take the ingredients and apply it to your life. All right, let's get right to it. Uh, I'm gonna be real quick. Why is the market down? One of the reasons why the market's down easy is because the war. Right, gas budgets. Right, the market's probably gonna flow with the gas. Gas goes up, market goes down. Gas goes down, market goes up. Uh, very simple. Very simple. Right. Quick summary. Hey, if it costs more to get a product to your home, the cost will go up, and that's why the market is has this uncertainty because we don't know what all will go up, right? But we don't need inflated prices, pretty much. Uh, this is the one that's more interesting for me. The Fed vote to keep the interest rates unchanged. The interest rates for the FOMC keeps the interest rates at 3.5, 3.75, and not lowering it. And the projections for the economy is the projections for the economy says that at this point the rate cut in 26 will be unchanged in December, and and pretty much the central banks is watching the risk of the conflict which is going on in Iran, and they're going to pretty much sit tight, keep watching that, see what happens to be able to make their future decisions. And Jerome Powell said, hey, he's going to stay in the seat until the investigation is over. So what do I get out of this? That if war is done, market will shoot up, right? All the retail, big investors will get back in the market. Also, if Jerome comes out of his seat and declares retirement, the market will shoot up. So this is why I feel, and I'm not giving financial advice. This is what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep probably I'm going to not probably I'm going to DCA and try to lower my cross space while the market's down, and it could be a whole year before the war gets over, and a whole year until interest rates probably get changed. But I want to be able to go ahead and take advantage to lower my cross base while the market's down and get things that sells. So keep that in mind. All right, what schedule's coming up for this week coming? Productivity and cost. What's productivity and cost? Productivity and cost is saying, hey, as an example, if Walmart says, hey, last week we were at 100%. I'm sorry, last month we were at 100%. So, hey, we can get the labor cost behind it, the goods and services behind that. And that means the market's doing what? It's moving in the right direction. But if Walmart comes in and say, hey, right, our productivity is at 70%. Well, guess what? Now you got to cut back on labor costs. You got to cut back on hiring because the market's what? Slowing down. That's why productivity and cost plays a big role. It's a market mover. So let's see what happens at 8:30 Tuesday morning. U.S. imports, export price indexes. That plays a big thing on tariffs and oil. Why? Because, hey, if the price of a Kia car, right? As an example, a Kia car is $10,000. By the time America gets it and they put it for sale and they sell it for $20,000, there is a $10,000 margin range. So that means they have an opportunity to be able to play their employees. They can play their employees. There's they can hire. They can improve their business with that $10,000 margin. But hey, now if this Kia costs $15,000 to get over here and there's only a $5,000 um, margin. Now they have to make a decision either A, are we going to increase the price of the car to make that $10,000 back and put it on the consumer, or fire do we fire employees to cut back on some labor costs and because the market's slowing down? And it also shows, but so pretty much import, export prices, indexes play a big role as well. So we're going to look forward to that as well. All right, fear and greed. Fear and greed is at 15, which is extreme fear. All right. Um, like Warren Buffett said, when they, I don't know, he didn't say this, but extreme greed pretty much you should be DCAing. Extreme fill, you should be investing, right? Um, the previous close was at 17. A week ago, we were at 22 for the fair grade. All right, for this week's earnings, the only ones I care about for this week is Wednesday, which is the Cintas and PayX. Those aren't really market movers, but those are good quality companies. You should do some research in it. For some of my long-term, slow growth, safe investors, uh, yeah, Cintas is pretty good. It's been solid for it's been solid since like '08, like coming out of '08, '09, and they just been kind of like just this huge. You see Cintas everywhere, their vans, their mats, the deliveries, the sanitizer. You see them everywhere. Great company. And PayX, great company. I recently just started watching that company. So two good companies. Keep in mind. All right, now to portfolio. Let's talk about the portfolio real quick. The total value of my portfolio is 71, 74, and 41 cents. Um, Cash balance is at 107.94, and my risk level is safe. Straight for ETFs, right? Nothing changed. What ETFs do I have? Well, let's start at the first one. I have SMH, which is my semiconductor ETF. I have 1.83063 shares of SMH. My market value is that's the you want to start at market value? Let's start right here. My total cost, what I have invested in it, is $734.73. My average price of purchase is at 401 and 35 cents. The last price of when it closed was 388.68, and that's why I want to go ahead and try to lower my cross base. And the market value of what it's worth as of right now is 711.53, and that's why I am $23 below underwater. VXUS International ETF. Um, I have 9.22343 shares of this stock. What I have invested in is $742.39. My average purchase price is at 80.49 cents. The last price when the market closed was at 75.47 cents. And the market value right now is $696.09, and that's why I am $46.30 underwater. VOO, which is Vanguard S&P 500, my broad market. I have 5.39033 shares of this beautiful company. The total what I have invested in it is 3,300. I'm sorry, 3,384 and 95 cents. My average purchase price is $627.97. The last price when the market closed was at 602.80. And my market value with the stock is at 32.49 and 29 cents, and that's why I'm $135.66 below water. All right, one of my favorite stocks is SPMO. That's one of my more riskier stocks, and it is the S&P, if I'm mistaken, top 100 companies, and that's a momentum ETF. I have 21.01293 shares of this company, of this ETF. Um, my total purchase is $24.92 and 59 cents. My average price is 100. My average price purchase of this ETF is 118.62. The last price of when the market closed was at 114.67, and the market value of me holding it right now is at $2,409.55, and I am $83.04 below water. So that wraps up my stocks, that wraps up my portfolio, and that wraps up my thoughts of the market. Remember, guys, let me close with this, right? YouTube is an entertainment purpose. YouTube has always been for entertainment. Please be wary, careful, Don't get so caught up in all the YouTube hype and trends. I hate when I don't want to say hate, but it's a disappointment when every time you get on YouTube, every time you get on here, you got some YouTubers every single week, probably 3 times a week, always switching it up. They're like, oh, the best defensive stocks, the best oil stocks to buy, the best data stocks to buy, the best AI stocks to buy. Hey, the best war stocks to buy, the best drone stocks to buy, the best I don't know, um, energy stocks to buy for the power of the data centers, the best quantum. Hey, don't forget, get your Mag 7 stocks. But the reason why I'm saying this is because you don't want to keep, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to constantly keep on buying stocks, selling stocks, buying stocks, selling stocks. Nobody's doing it. You want to go in, create a good foundation, grow your portfolio slow, and then when you get to that milestone where you have, I don't know, let's say you have S&P 500, you got 25,000 or 50,000 or $100,000 within that portfolio, and then you can start grabbing some good growth stocks. You know what I mean? But not growth stocks based on what's happening today. You're getting these growth stocks because you believe long term for the next 5 to 10 that, hey, I'm going to hold this company because I believe that for the next 5 to 10 it's going to be profitable. Not, hey, I'm going to buy this defensive stocks because we're in war with Iran and I can make a profit with it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Right. So that being said, hit that like, subscribe if you're interested in hearing more. Thank you for coming to week 12. Yeah, peace.